Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to our sleepiest Frank. How's everyone doing other than so tired? Just so tired. I'm definitely feeling that myself today, but we're doing alright. Hi there, Omega! Big finish slumped. So, you may notice that we did not stream yesterday with Boss. Just something came up. But hopefully that will be good for next Wednesday. But to make up for not make up for, like, I do not apologize for Sunday, but Sunday we played a game with Lily that was made by a friend Dev, Straw Bunny. So that was in place of our usual Sunday stream. So we're doing a couple of Disco Elysiums for Thursday streams to make up some time, and also because I want to play more of this game. That being said, what were we doing? Still got that that -5 authority. Well, when we have our ledger, it's -5 authority. Excellent and fun. I also love that one.
Hello, sir. How is the investigation going? Found any curses yet?
Found any curses yet?
Oh, that's great. I hope exciting adventures lie ahead. And maybe you can help Mother become less afraid. I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place. Mum says it's...
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Right. So this is the girl that was working outside in the snow because her mother is paranoid about the business failing. Being sleepy, I totally feel that. I'm doing okay. I've definitely had some weird nights of sleep. Not weird, but like a few interrupted nights or things that have run late. So I'm definitely feeling it. But I missed all of you. I wanted to stream.
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Okay, I get it. Crime murder gets the people going.
And it's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him.
I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Great. Also, hi, Juice Box. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your pig head, which is shit.
Head? Yes.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
Flexibility, there are a million different people out there and you have to get into their head. Sometimes you gotta be the killer to catch the killer.
No, he's wicked smart in the stories.
Sure, when the author does all the thinking for him, real policemen have to think and act on their own.
Like you, sir. Of course. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
You made some spider sonas? That sounds great. You should definitely share them. What is romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about when both the men are bad? What about a poor man getting a rich lady? What about when everyone is poor? What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? What if men bad, actually?
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written really well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone's poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Poor people. Sometimes you have to write about real life things.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
I feel like this is immediately going to make a spiral. So, what about a poor man getting a rich lady?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
I see.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end. Maybe some about other books?
Okay, I'm going to deduce something now.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Hey, why do you keep your hands folded?
What do you mean, sir?
She knows where this is going.
Every time I deduce, people get hurt. You don't need to be worried. I'm here to help.
She looks around anxiously. Her hands remain folded in front of her. She doesn't want to show them. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
Aw, thank Thank you for the 20 months. And enjoy your lurk. I hope you enjoyed your... Were you playing Sunhaven most recently? I'm sorry, I've been very busy. I haven't checked. Other than just silently lurking in your stream as well.
A facade of true professionalism. He is far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals.
It is okay, small child.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded?
Super simple for a detective such as myself. There are a few other hints.
Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
Want more? I bet I can figure out why you bite your nails.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
I've been nibbling on your fingers. You're uptight because of your mother and the pressure she's putting on you.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town.
It's okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Think so? Fine, do better. Deduce something about me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
I'm so sad and my head hurts. It's so funny and I don't want to say it to a child. And I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow, there's something you're missing.
We have suggestion if we have our hands empty. So let's give it a shot.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books? Hi, Ace Detective. Are
Do
you
not
here?
embarrass yourself in front of the child.
No idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Please. Please, I care so much about this child's living conditions. Let me help.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for...
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar?
Third time's the charm. If I fail again, I genuinely will not
Hi,
continue
Ace
to
Detective.
press.
Are you here for more...
You have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
Familiar?
Okay. Who are you? Also, can I...
The trash container the smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. The container sounds a muffled gong.
Gotcha. No tear. So... There's a cool weird thing. Composure. Reaction speed. Definitely like different pants. I definitely like different pants that don't just give me more electrochemistry.
An old called East Delta Commerce Center. This must be the name of the doomed commercial area.
You stealth a pinball?
Silence. No one answers your call.
Cool. Rolling in
Nothing
rags.
happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you. This button looks new.
This button looks new. I wouldn't be surprised if it hasn't been connected yet. Is it the dice makers?
In whole building
An
A?
off-key melody starts playing after you ring the doorbell.
Kuno, please stop calling here. Grown-ups don't have time for your stupid games.
She thinks you're the gremlin child. What would he say to this?
God. She already doesn't like us, so like, why not go for the drama? Fuck off, pig. I'm Kuno. I don't give a shit. Let me in.
Pardon? This is not Kuno. Who is this? Please just stop calling here. I don't have time to deal with this. Thank you.
A single beep indicates that the line has gone dead.
Fun sexy.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't work anymore.
24th
You
window.
ring the doorbell, but nothing happens.
Andrew Orlando
You
Harris,
ring the
yay.
doorbell, but no one answers. What an ominous name for a hair salon. Doesn't bode well for anyone's hair.
Boxing for young
All
athletes
you
in gym.
hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Emma's Fashion
You
Atelier.
wait for a minute or two, but all you get from the call box is silence. No one answers the call.
Slipstream SCA.
You hear static from the intercom speaker. It sounds as if someone has picked up the receiver, but isn't saying anything. You can almost hear them breathe.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
She sounds almost antique, as if her voice was being played off an old wax cylinder. A receiver must not be working properly. Wait, but what happened to Slipstream SCA? There's no Tricentennial Electrics on the list.
Who is this? I've been inside the building, but I didn't see anyone from Tricentennial Electric since places just started.
My God.
The lieutenant exchanges a look with you.
Sorry?
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice here.
She must be mistaking you for someone else. Who cares that you don't remember her? Just go along with it. No, something's wrong here. Are you sure she's talking to you?
Who are you? Where are you?
Michelle, just please.
Sounds like a ghost. Wind blows through your clothes and you feel detached from your surroundings. Inside the building, a cold memory hangs.
Hello?
Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months. I thought you didn't care.
What? My name's not Michelle, I'm Harry.
Ever since I came to live here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean.
A spot of static overrides her words. When she speaks again, it sounds like she's submerged.
It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget.
Forget about what?
She sounds like she's about to cry. The cold is deep under your skin, as if you were talking to someone who's 100 years away. Somewhere inside the building, water is flooding the cellar floor.
Oh god, please don't cry.
She doesn't answer.
You said it was nice. What's so nice about forgetting?
Silence. The only thing you can hear now is static and waves washing ashore on the bay.
What just happened?
Another seagull passes by. It's getting cold standing here, staring at the silent call box.
I don't know what happened either. We should probably stop playing with this thing.
Fuck.
You press the number sign on the keypad that terminates the call. 12 name cards on the call box read. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner.
I miss 3 coin flips and then get that?
There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. There's the static again, whispering like a seashell pressed against the air.
Yes, hello. This is Tricentennial Electric. Have you come to place an order?
Hi, it's me again. Wanted to talk to you.
My God.
Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it.
Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself.
It's you. My God. I didn't think I would hear your voice again.
Wait, is she...
You're repeating your words.
didn't care.
Is this some kind of joke?
Do you think it's funny deceiving a police officer?
The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box.
Thank you. Now, can you tell me who's responsible for this joke?
Ever since I came to work here, it's been as if my mind's been wiped clean. It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you.
And then it hits you.
You're a recording.
She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this.
Go ahead, ancient recording. Cry then. Just recording. Here I
Her
thought.
sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call the last time, but the recording is still going.
Okay.
The phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket wrapped around the sounds.
Is anyone there?
No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total somehow. Crawling inside your head. Her words are too cold to comprehend. She smells of sodium lights and rain streaks on car windows. Eyes like pilot lights watch your shape in dark hallways, guttering.
So... It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve.
Something weird just happened to me.
Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you.
That is true. Silence.
Oh, we actually have we have several potential level ups. What if we up you and up you? I do appreciate weird little asides. Composure. Hello, child. I'm here to psychoanalyze you again. Hi, child. I'm here to psychoanalyze you again after emptying my hands so I can give you finger guns.
Hi, Ace Detective. Are you here for more books?
Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Hang on, so you know me. We've met before?
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir, apologising to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong.
Did I ever talk to you?
Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you.
Thanks, I'm trying.
Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore.
Party eyes. Yes, of course. That makes sense.
I'm not surprised children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all.
Party eyes?
You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide-eyed. It certainly looks odd on a man.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were probably gurning too. Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy.
I mean, I've been partaking in narcotics.
Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important thing.
So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with?
I didn't know I had to do that.
Thanks. I've learned something about myself today.
I'm glad I could help you, sir. Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distressed.
Why is she
I
distressed?
think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
Oh, right. This is the woman that we could gaslight her into thinking was missing or something like that.
My husband? No, he's not.
Little girl over there told me you have a bad husband.
Excuse me? A bad husband? What do you mean?
Not a nice and helpful sort.
Do policemen just go around repeating what some kid off the street said?
Those were her words, not mine. I'm merely asking.
Can I give you some friendly advice, Mr. Policeman? Don't listen to kids.
So you don't have a bad husband?
No, I don't. I have a good husband. The kind and helpful sort. And he's not missing.
So where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Where is this going, officer?
God. So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband
Yes,
is.
but I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
I can totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her if it wasn't?
Maybe your cockatoo
I
is
don't
missing.
mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
For what it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
What do you mean I'm being a cockatoo?
Nothing. Go read up on them if you're so interested. There's a great book in the bookstore.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
You're being sarcastic.
Please, let's do.
Children?
No, absolutely not.
So where are they?
Are you a policeman or a nanny?
Nanny, where are they?
You're not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
They're at home, right? Smoking cigarettes?
What? That's just... My daughters are perfectly fine. They're with their friends down in Jamrock.
God, I
There's
feel like
nothing
such
to
an
worry
asshole
about.
in this moment.
They're almost grown up now anyway. They're past the age they need me protecting them from everything now.
Afraid the danger is now greater than ever. How old are they?
My youngest girl, Jolie, is just shy of 16.
I guess we're just
Then
committed
she's
to
starting
ruining this
to
woman's
teen
life, huh?
now. But we shouldn't even be talking about them.
You described me to their appearance.
Why do you need to know this? Haven't I repeatedly told you that they're not missing? That they're in Jamrock, safe and well, at some stupid party?
I'm genuinely starting to feel bad now, so...
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books. The woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
Horrible. Horrible thing that we have done to this woman. Right, we still wanted to check visual calculus down here. Wait, there's an orb. Love clicking on orbs. Lines du disco.
crumpled billboard. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock.
Ominous
Keeping it
daredevil feeling.
and thus out. Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
So there comes a time when you need to ask, what was the bit? The kind of question that only blackout drunks and Steve Urkel ask. Did I do that?
These look like the same tire tracks I saw earlier, in front of the whirling rags.
The crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Roof of the shack.
The black marks on the roof indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Awesome. Great. Oh, hey there, Rudy. I'm glad you could make it. So, yeah, I guess I didn't do this earlier because everyone I saw in chat has like been familiar with this game. But Disco Elysium is it's a game that can be pretty intense. It's a game about being just an absolute disaster of a detective trying to solve a murder case. But while the game treats its topics with dignity and respect, or at least with self-awareness that you know the character is being a total loony bin, it can approach some dark topics. So if it ever gets too much for you, feel free to step away. No hard feelings. Take care of yourself first. But that being said, it's also very funny, very well written, very responsive to the choices that you make, very replayable. And I mean, I say that, but this is the first time I'm playing it. But yeah, right now we're doing some detective work to figure out the path that a car took in knocking a billboard down into the canal. But yeah, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for listening to me ramble about my clown earlier. The sloping metal roof panel.
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
Sure did. The broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
The sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The salmon and butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently.
How recently?
Within the past 72 hours.
The opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Why the Caprice 40?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage. The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
The Linear G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump. The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the manufacturer's design team probably thought about for too long.
What now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
Okay.
The lieutenant looks on, waiting for you to wrap up your analysis.
And now we can talk to Kim. Talk 2K23. Well, I'm always happy to talk about my characters. There have genuinely been streams, like, during games where not much else has been going on, where I've just talked about RPG plots for, like, TTRPG plots for the entire time. Anyway, let's talk to our partner.
Any theories about what happened here?
some top shelf shenanigans. I want to meet the driver and shake her hand.
What kind of car do you think it was?
I think it was a Caprice 40.
That's quite likely, from what I can tell.
I have some ideas about who it might have been.
Oh,
It was someone. No, operating on the assumption that we're Steve Urkeling this, totally had to be someone cool and courageous.
I suppose that narrows it down somewhat. Fortunately, we are not traffic cops. Should we get back to the murder?
We should bring this driver to justice.
If we must.
I'm not expecting him to get far with this, the lieutenant consoles himself.
Okay. Put the glasses back on. So I guess for those who might not be familiar with this game, sort of one of the main... Oh! Well, hello, Soleil. Thank you very much for the raid. Everyone who is here on my side, definitely go check out Soleil. She is lovely and adorable, and she was taking a break from streaming for a little bit, I think, but she's recently been getting back to some Beat Saber and been kicking ass at it. So yeah. How was your stream? Thank you much for the raid. And for those of you coming in with the raid, hello, my name is Cricket. I'm just your perfectly average changeling VTuber. Don't mind the eyes. And we're playing Disco Elysium. For those who are concerned about spoilers, we are toward the end of day 2. And we do have a content warning command there because we do. It's a pretty gritty police game. It's very good. It's very respectful. It's very funny and well written. But it can be a little intense. So take care of yourself if you need. But yeah, welcome raiders. And I hope the saber beating was good. Just a little intense. But yeah, what I was explaining was that sort of the main mechanic of this game is that essentially all of your skills are different voices in your head, and depending on what levels you have them at, you essentially are constantly making passive checks across all of these skills, and depending on which ones you pass, you'll sometimes get more information. Occasionally you need to make active checks against them that you can try to, buff your stats against. But yeah, very, very, very interesting premise. Right, so traffic hooligan, armor piece. That's tomorrow. That's also tomorrow. That's also tomorrow. We need our badge to talk to Joyce. We are not going to find the lost pool. That is... Oof. I do not know how we're going to prove our authority. Somebody is dying. Please take care of yourself. Rest. Good work, but please rest. And love Soleil. Or Soleil love. Whichever of those sounds less awkward. It's also tomorrow, across the canal. Waiting for that for tomorrow. Gonna lie to us, we can confront him about it. Not planning on drinking booze. Need to do that at some point. Gonna find that. It'll take a while though. That I think is tied to Joyce, but she still won't talk to us about it. That we're still trying to do one more check on it. And that'll apparently take some more time. Secret passage, sing karaoke, boots. This will be devilishly tricky, apparently. Do you have any inexpensive clothing?
officer?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
These
Speakers?
once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, "Solidarity aid from the People's Republic of Samara." The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Poor little speakers.
No, don't pity them, officer. These are old Samaran garbage. Don't even look at them. Check out these super cool, fun ultras instead.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
Can't I just buy the sad conquered Samaran speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale.
You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers.
Well, if you want them, but see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first. A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness. Fun ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine?
Reaction speed and hand-eye coordination, but minus encyclopedia. I mean, do you like those sneakers? And I'm not going to be getting some boots. But also I like encyclopedia. Encyclopedia is my friend. So, guess we'll see.
You keep coming back. That's good.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded. The box smells.
Economical, but also trendy. Look,
You find your the box.
economical, but also trend. Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be very cool.
Well, I was hoping to be able to buy some different pants. But, failing that, yeah, and the speakers. True.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an
Let's at least get some signatures first. Whether they will be real or not, who knows? Okay, but really, man, can I have that sandwich?
The mist.
A man so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled approach. Time to get political.
Oh no. What is political?
This right here is political.
So this is where that line is from. City's going to shit sooner or later. Some foreign anarchist is going to steal your sandwich, that's a fact. Your blood sandwich is a tool of the oppressors designed to keep the proletariat docile. These options seem awfully fascist or communist. What if I don't want to say them?
Say one of these fascist or communist things or fuck off.
Your blood sandwich is a tool of the oppressors designed to keep the proletariat docile.
What? What oppressors?
I am not going to listen to this comic connery.
Huh?
Let me ask you, comrade. Did you make the sandwich yourself?
Yes, officer.
Oh. Still, the overabundance the sandwich bodies is inherently evil.
I really don't understand how my sandwich could.
I don't either, but wouldn't you rather eat a sandwich free of the bourgeois guilt baggage?
I would rather just have this one, officer. It's really good. Tell this lost comrade what the people's sandwich would be like. Distill the essence of the working man in a sandwich.
Imagine a sandwich covered entirely in fine metal dust from an industrial plant. Imagine a sandwich absolutely minimal in design. Sleek, efficient,
The
simple.
skepticism emanating from the Merry Senior could be sensed all the way to the Seminine Isles. He's not imagining it.
Envision bread as black as the soil it came from.
I don't want to. Look, officer, I like different, classic food. Fine dining, not soil. Please, just drop it.
Okay. Bye. There was a check here as well, yeah?
We're still waiting for a replacement for the bull you sent sinking.
Composure. Don't entirely care about the facts, though. So, an orb. Let me see that orb. Hell yeah.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Well, since the last time we noticed her, we did learn what the pale was. And she is a pale driver. Or the pale driver. Or whatever. But, there's still not much there. Genuinely wasn't too much else to do, was there? Let's read some notes, I guess.
It's the ledger you found in the track. Oh, and the cool piece of toilet paper is stuck to the back. It's just toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue? They look exactly the same.
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not, though. It's toilet paper.
Okay, I guess I'll take it off.
Still wet, the toilet paper. I mean, kitchen tissue. Sorry. Peels
My
off the
decisions
plastic
matter.
easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger, and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Hi there, Rose.
It takes about half an hour to piece one together, using the system you've devised. Which one do you want?
The next world mural.
This one is relatively easy to reconstruct. Overnight on 1202, a graffito, nay, a mural, appears on an 8-story tenement overlooking central Jamrock. The building is a sparsely inhabited ghost tower, part of a failed real estate development called Grand Couronne. Cause of failure, rent too high. The mural is enormous, Two silhouettes, a man and a woman, are kissing. The text cut into their form reads, "True love is possible only in the next world. For new people, it is too late for us. Wreak havoc on the middle class. People call it that thing and that fucking thing. It's visible for miles. In 2 days, the station's complaints desk gets clogged with requests to remove the bummer. You and your partner are assigned to the case. The graffito crew is easy to track down. Only the bell lectures have the literage of industrial paint to cover the surface. One of the graffito artists is rumored to be rich. They take responsibility for the execution, but not the design. The ideologue of the next world mural, as the crew calls it, remains an unknown.
Wait, do I ever find out who came up with it?
The case files do not show you finding the author of the design. The crew agrees to clean up after themselves. However, your partner, JV, is against the removal, citing public support for conservation. This leads to a debate in Precinct 41, which then spreads to the streets of Jamrock, ending in a rare plebiscite organized by you and the rest of Row 3. The 9,000 people subjected to the mural's message, all of Lakeside, Central Jamrock, and Villalobos, plus half of the eminent domain, participate in the vote. Although the case begins with what appears to be a lot of rambling on the streets as to how juvenile and stupid the mural is, given a choice between two options.
Keep the mural.
A staggering 78% of voters choose to keep it. Turns out the opposition were a loud minority, and that love truly is possible in the next world for new people, and it is too late for us.
All that remains is to wreak havoc on the middle class.
In any case, it appears to have been a rare case of civil activity in the quarter, and agreement as well. What do you want to tackle next?
The unsolvable case?
AKA Leslie and Burke, AKA the public indecency drunk and the property damage drunk, is a cursed case. It has been passed from unsuspecting officer to unsuspecting officer for 10 years. On January 29, the unsolvable case made its way to you. Why you accepted it, it is unclear. Every officer, and indeed most civilians in Jamrock, know it's unsolvable. Leslie will always take his pants off when he's drunk. Burke will always trash everything. It's just what they do. It is their nature. You cannot change the nature of a man, and you can't lock them away because public indecency and small-scale property damage are not punishable by incarceration. The only way for Leslie to stop displaying his genitals and for Burke to stop attacking things would be for them to stop drinking alcohol, which in their 40s or 50s, it's hard to tell because of their distorted features, is a medical improbability.
Couldn't we just keep them off the streets?
You would think that, but you're wrong. Where's the fun in exposing your genitals or breaking stuff in your own home? No, Leslie and Burke are on the corner of Main Street and Perdition, because that's where the action is. Can you keep yourself off the streets? Threatening fines, dragging them to the station, locking them up in the hellholes they live in, locking them up in the station, hypnotherapy, even trying to get the local gang of Zemyaki to take them out. The Zemyaki gave them ethanol, so Burke and Leslie would expose and rampage even harder. You tried it all, and still the complaints wouldn't stop, as they hadn't stopped for 10 years. It's plain to see from the files that you, Satellite Officer JV, and Special Consultant TH had more important cases to attend to. You uncover cross-reference to several ongoing investigations, each brought to a standstill every time you drive down Main Street. Because there they are, on the corner of Perdition. And what is Leslie doing? Good, you're learning. If the files are to be trusted, that's
Definitely
all
didn't
there is to
need
it.
to,
That and Burke
need to
breaking
double check.
things, and
You saw nothing.
that they're both drunk. But then again, so are you. The case becomes considerably less comic one day when Burke takes a swing at your ledger. He must have it confused with the property he likes to damage. But the joke's on him. The officer is also drunk. Way more drunk than Burke there. And let's be
Oh
fair,
no.
you also have party eyes. You slam the hardened plastic board in his face, then proceed to beat him unconscious with it.
Lord.
In the process, the ledger sustains damage. The compartment within, reserved for permeable documents, is jammed shut. You stop your assault on the now unconscious Burke to open it, but are unable to do so. The officer began to cry, reports Leslie, who, at this point, is tending to Burke. He came at us, and at us. I think he was trying to kill Burko. While trying to kill Burko, you slowly come around. The permeables compartment is open. You've smashed it open on poor Burko's kneecaps. The good news is, Burke can't walk anymore.
Jesus.
Can't get out of his apartment, an invalid. With Burke to tend to, Leslie cuts back on the indecent exposure. Maybe he flashes his genitals to Burke. Who knows? But both drunks are off the street. The complaints stop. The unsolvable case is solved. Which is also why the officer responsible narrowly escapes a disciplinary hearing. The end. Do you want to read another one?
For that one, I'm not sure I do.
Not much has changed in the meanwhile.
Rough. Oh, are you the first woman that we saw?
Fuck does Kuno care?
Turns out you were pretty fucked up. Yep, seems like it. I mean, I refer to, or I defer to the title. Talk to Manana about the armor.
So?
You said now you're the king of the entire Jamrock?
North Jamrock? Kuno meant everything north of 881. The rooster fucked Kuno's words up. Kuno doesn't do south, doesn't fuck with the madre.
Kuno appreciates you recognizing him as the sovereign of Jamrock, though North Jamrock, that is.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like jello!
Look, pig, Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on.
I will remember this, Kuno.
You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked bad. Of course you're gonna remember this. Now get the fuck out of here, Grief and the Kuno. After this shit, you better have something real interesting to say if you want to stay in Kuno's face.
Yeah, real interesting.
Bye.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
So I think I remember the smoker not being available until tomorrow, but the objective does just say after 9. So I'm not expecting this to get me anything, but balcony. Great. Not here. Yeah, but also I'm just out of other stuff to do. So pick an orb.
What happened here?
Can't foreclose on an apartment with a hole in the wall.
It will still be accessible through the apartment next to it. That one didn't have a door. Sadly, nothing of great value remains here.
Except stuff in the fridge.
Indeed.
watch in awe as I forget my way around here immediately. The shivers check from the room before, the one that had the hole in it? Yes. In a previous stream, but yes. Right. This was the one.
This door is made of metal, and no one answers.
We should return tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yep. So, got a pretty full day tomorrow. Oh. Is this conceptualization?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Cool. I don't think we can retry the authority check, no. Oh, wait, can we actually try that again? I thought it said that it was locked. Sure. I may be wasting time.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? It's a wall. An ordinary wall.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass by? We have business to attend to.
Damn it. Oh, now it autosaves. Thank you. Okay, for real this time. Is there a way up to the roof? See you in the morning. Bye. Your fiance got home. Oh, nice. I mean, we've mostly been wandering around. We didn't have a whole lot else to do this in-game day, so I'm kind of just trying to think if there's anything else that we want to do before we have presumably another dream sequence. We learned that we beat someone up with our ledger one time. Yeah. Let's just,
The fan stands still. The switch must be broken, because nothing happens. The air in the room is starting to feel like vaporized urine.
Pleasant.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting. But it's yours. You've earned it.
Bedtime.
The bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
I love the limbic system's voice so much.
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
Artist and liver damage is my art. No. I think I need medical attention.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
So, our playable character, Fruity, is what we would call not mentally well, or physically well, or just well in general. So, at the end of each day, you have these dream sequences where you just have these horrible conversations of your of the innermost parts of your brain berating you. So, you know.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
At least they're interesting. Each one has a process just like yours, running in the space between their ears, full of secrets. People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Put on your prettiest face for the masses.
Do my best.
The Bow Collector. It's early in the morning. The world is dark blue. The sparks light her face, a delicate composition of triangles. The streets seem to grow longer, like in a dolly zoom. And there's something in the air as you stand there and wave back at the shapes growing smaller and smaller. Something that has always been there. A great see-through world, the tenderness you feel, the ghost of Revachol between you, carrying your signals, the holy messenger.
Oh, +3 shivers is, nothing to scoff at, huh? So, I did want to get rigorous self-critique, because we are a sorry cop, although it is going to hurt our authority, again. I did want to get Krasmazov, for peak communism, but... So? Oh wait, can I pick up these bottles? Do I want to know the difference between Bow Collector and White Morning? Sure. Hey, I can pick up all of my own bottles. Well, most of them. Also, welcome back, Juicebox. I hope you enjoy your food. I hope that the brace treats you well as well.
The window stands broken. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
A little bit more. Anything else? No, we're good. Okay. Might be a little spoilery. It's fine. We can leave it then. Morning.
Yes?
Hey, we can click on something. Nice slicing. A form of tendinitis. Aw. I hope, yeah, I do hope that it's treating you well. So we don't have anything that increases authority, but we can at least get rid of the things that lower it. Very cool and makes you very sad. That sounds about right for this game. No save.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Can I intimidate you again? Nope. Guess I should have checked that before I, changed all of my clothes. So, I think most of the important stuff today is going to be on the other side of the canal. So...
The tear machine your bottles clunk into the machine.
70 entire cents. That being said, we did have a couple of things that we could do on this side. So, let me double check. Be done by Wednesday morning. Can try the ice bear fridge again. I also need to make a call about the armor.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Find out more about the owner of the armored boots.
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later. 57, over and out.
In the cabin, you see a...
Okay, bye. I mean, we've had people admit the murder, but it's still not totally lining up.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Apparently I cannot. Okay. To the other side of the canal. A bench?
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Sure. Works for me. I'm here to pull a lever.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from... You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
All right, we can go to the coast now. Expect rugged terrain and drunks. And if you wanted to forge that document for Evrat, now you can.
Oh, we just crossed over the lock itself. Whoa. Breaker box. Love a good concrete. It's concrete, baby. Traffic key on the gate. Empathy, but minus logic. Sure. I like being empathic. No entry. I know the inverted star. That's a communist thing. Juicebox wants to go on a brief rant. Sure. What you got? Glory to the ghosts of us. Wait, a music collection? We did it! Can we karaoke?
There's no way to listen to the tape without a working
Ah, we do need a tape player, don't we?
But even just holding the tape makes you feel a little sad. A pawn shop would have a tape player.
Sure would. Field streets leave the reason behind. Me. Wait, go back.
Rust peels off the bent iron posts of the swing.
You read The Hobbit
wind whistles
earlier.
through the skeleton of the small
It
house.
sang Diggy Diggy Hole in place one of the
desolation
dwarf songs, but
everywhere.
for what it's worth, I think that's a great bit juice box. And I'm sorry it wasn't a great time. I know I had work stuff going on, so I'm so sorry. What happened
In
here?
this yard?
He's assessing the situation. How long ago was it abandoned?
Someone thought they could have a summer house in a bloc obscure for cheap. It didn't work out. They abandoned it about a decade ago.
Wait, what's a bloc obscure?
A black bloc. A part of the city left unrenovated after the war. Or one that has fallen to gang violence. Or has become inhospitable in some other way.
On aerial photos, block obscures look like dark squares, hence their name.
So this part of the coast is a bloc obscure.
Practically, it's not an official term in any way, but look around. No sewage, broken power lines, crime, drums. Life is tough in the blocks. It's no place to build a summer house.
You say they have some old music behind?
Yes, and you picked it up because you're a post-apocalyptic scavenger who collects trash and magnesium blisters.
Wow.
It's not meant as nagging, just an observation.
We should move. I don't think we will solve the murder with forays into the urban hinterland, at least in this phase of the investigation.
Fair enough. Need to adjust your stream schedule. Yeah, I can imagine that time zones would be time zones make things difficult. Well, this appears to be a vehicle. Bottle drained of its ice. Drained of its ice. Drained of its booze is frozen to the ice.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water. The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez? This is where they were leading.
No, look, into the UK market. I'm so sorry that you need to follow the money like this, juice box. So this is where the tracks are leading
It
to.
appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require
Thank you for the gifts of the juice box. You're very kind, Frank.
A single day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
What? What's the make of this motor kit? Thank you for the additional gifts to Rose. You're very, very much too sweet.
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see monkfish float by.
Hell yeah.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
The estimate is correct. The incident probably occurred on Sunday evening.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The joyrider must have left something good inside. Guns, papers, maybe a cool jacket. A joyrider jacket. A joyrider jacket. You feel a strange connection to this joyrider. Maybe he's from some kind of joyriders district and likes blue and white racing livery, like a cop would.
Oh no. Oh, will it take for the
I
tide to
don't
come
know.
in?
An hour or two, tops?
I guess we're just waiting on it.
As you sit down in the old rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
It looks very blue.
Yes, it does.
What's your favorite blue thing?
Let me think about it.
The tune on your lips forms a strange yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a high-pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
So cute.
Two birds on a wire, whistling by the seaside, looking at the water and the sunken car. The wind blows. In the distance, behind the church, some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tear they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls lands. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed. Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
Thatcher is taking its sweet time.
I believe it's following a pattern set millions of years ago by cosmic forces. But I suppose it could move quicker, yes?
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
If you have to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who do you choose?
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Does someone put the gun to your head?
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the mark now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Capri, Model 40.
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people, you know, those kinds of people.
Is that a number on the side?
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
It's as if he knows what it stands for, but wants you to say it. It's pedagogical. Does he know something about that speed racer?
41 is his rank in the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one. Must be Tommy 41, morning host of FM 41. It's like the factory made a mistake and accidentally called this one the Caprice 41. Stupid factory. Hate guessing district something, precinct something missable. Oh god, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you. No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
No. No.
Yes, your car is in the sea. Face it, so we can start dealing with this.
No, I mean, seriously, it's just a coincidence.
The lieutenant just shakes his head.
It's a street racer.
There were never any street racers. It was always you. You drove your car in the sea.
Oh my god, it's mine? I drove my car into the sea?
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you started in front of the whirling, jumped over the canal, and then drove your vehicle in the sea right here.
the badge, the gun, and now
The
this.
lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything. There is also a fourth thing you've lost.
A fourth thing?
More precious than the gun, the badge, and the motor carriage combined. Lost forever into the deepest of seas.
Things were going so well. We were just whistling merrily.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
So it's just gonna be there like that?
I'm afraid it will have to be there like that for many years. Look at it. Parts of it might be salvageable, but overall, this machine is a write-off.
They're not gonna take me back after this, are they?
People are more valuable than machines. Training a police officer is even more costly.
Well, I guess I can see what's in it now.
Yes, let's go take a look.
Oh boy. Hey! So that is plus shivers. That is plus visual calculus. Visual calculus is already pretty good. But like, so is my shivers. Yeah, this is just... Harry is definitely someone that, is not having the best week.
This is it, the scene of the party. The fire pit. Cigarettes and empty bottles all evidence it.
Yeah, sure does look like a lot of folks partied here.
Looks like they were here a while, judging from all the bottles. The sunken motor carriage provided them a focal point, like a goose ice sculpture or a chocolate fountain.
He does need some milk. So yeah, the game starts with you being, like, completely, like, having completely lost your memory of pretty much everything. Like, the fundamental, like, aspects of reality, your name. So you have to build all that up in the first couple of days. So, it's very concerning. Like, it's very silly, but people do genuinely treat it as incredibly concerning. Hey Kim, looks like we had a couple partygoers here.
Looks like it.
This was some kind of theater to them. Circus production by a great clown.
Hey, let's keep moving, detective.
Somehow, he doesn't want to dwell on it.
Hey, I can interact. A thick blue piece of acrylic covering a thin leaf of paper with the officer's name and rank on it. Next to the writing, you see a man say back to you. A younger version of me.
Thank you.
Frank! Thank you! But oh my god, that is such a high number! Also, yeah, to Juicebox's point earlier, I genuinely cannot think about the amount of money that has been spent on me without feeling some amount of guilt. So, I try not to. I cannot stop him. Younger version of you already disintegrating inside. It's all presentable on the outside.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
I found my badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West. You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and in the lower right corner, your precinct. The man keeps winking at you with his green-grey eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that. But the badge is new. You used an old photo for a new badge. Good choice. A newer photo would look different.
Old.
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
Yeah, Frank is far, far, far too kind. But yeah, enjoy your emotes. Including that one, I guess. Thank you. And he's winking? Why?
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it did on you. It looks like you had quite the charming face way back then. Your hair is brown and slightly curly. Your eyes seem more clear somehow. The lack of alcohol swelling is a bonus, though there's a pinch of that in your cheeks already. Don't be fooled. The bad times have already begun. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it, and a shining watermark.
Name Harrier Dubois.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
That's long for Harry. Strange. Doesn't say Raphael Ambrosius Costello.
Not strange at all. Your name is Harrier Dubois, like it says on your police badge.
What kind of name is Harrier?
It's a wartime name. Revolutionary. The kind mothers give their sons during troubled times, like Undying or Boxer or Ironhide.
A name like armor.
Harrier Dubois it is then.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not.
It's such a nice touch.
The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see line.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What is a Lieutenant W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
Declined?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank. In your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
What's décomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was developed by last-century experimental psychologists in the University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kinks.
What kinks?
Kinks like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
Satellite officers.
You are given the title of satellite officer if your partner is quickly promoted through the ranks and you rise with him. You don't seem to be a satellite.
So you've been putting up with me because we're the same rank?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work.
He's so kind.
It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
I want to get better, I want to get worse. No, thanks, that gives me hope.
Good.
Such a small yet precious
Serial.
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41, with some numbers thrown in there for good measure.
The numbers are not there for good measure. They have an administrative purpose, one that's unfortunately been erased from your memory.
Date of issue 7th of November, 50.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
You're pretty sure you weren't doing well, but better? Probably yes. A lot can happen in 4 months, especially in winter. The winters are never easy on you, of that you are sure.
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41, like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor, a lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiayeva. Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly, names from your decomptage flash in your forebrain. He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it.
Well, cool. Handy. Useful and handy. Let's see. So now we can talk to Joyce, but while we're over here. Since Walker was either very confused or drunk out of his mind. I wonder which. Sure is a boat. And that's a chair. Cool. Great. Love that for us. I might as well see if I can pick any of this up. Postcard. We can wear a bow tie. What's our Inland Empire is for? Kind of like Inland Empire. Like, oh, this is quite the look, Harrier. I do like how kind of spooky wooky Inland Empire is, but also not always entirely helpful to appearing like a sane and rational person. And you mean to click on orbs.
The worn and beaten wooden...
You can revisit.
I can't remember the skill check is. There's additional dialogue about your number name. Your mother named you Harrier. Aw. Aw, that is very sweet. Quick travel? Construction material. We have humans.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Then how does she know you're here?
If you can't see, how'd you know I was here?
I still have a golden ear. Come, come. Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
We're cops, we're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. Finger pistols.
Oh, of course. Last time we saw you around here was 12 years ago. You also came to take care of trouble then. Wish you did. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What kind of an ill omen are we talking about?
Oh, the usual. Dark tidings. Black hound.
That's you, all right. A black hound licking your own heels.
Wait, I've been here before?
No, not you personally. I meant the RCM.
Fair.
Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there. He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place, somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here, as long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then, because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage, and not a lot of houses, or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
Wait, hold on, you're just giving it to me?
No one is using it, and God knows it's not much anyway. You can stay there.
There's this guy, Gout, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Cool, you got yourself a tenant.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room.
So, what's in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist. This is pretty much a non-place. A gap. A blank spot on the map. Just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
The place is so pornographically poor, it's not even funny.
God, this place is pornographically poor.
The lack of wealth is the one thing we've got in abundance.
It's a cold, cynical smile.
Riddles. Fits with the general ambiance here.
Aye. Sometimes it's as though I'm also gotten lost inside this nameless nothing.
I'm lost too.
Oh, it seems to be a common theme these days.
think I'm in the process of finding myself again.
Isn't that what people always think when they are lost? Something I can do for you to find your way, officer?
There's gotta be something here. Tell me.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a dusty sea of old trees, all covered in industrial soot. Small houses under them, an overgrown park.
Pox, what's that?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinderblock houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened to the hospital?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Who else lives in this village?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they are away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
To what drunks?
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there a way to make a little money?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Alright, another topic.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
I'm feeling you're leaving stuff out. What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. Huh. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the nights. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Interesting. You could look into this ruckus if you have the time.
What else is on down coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Which is it then? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
That's it?
What? You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
And yourself? Who are you?
Me? No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie. Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier de Boy.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them double.
I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Test the waters here. Say that there's nothing to be worried about.
The Vought wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Where can I find her?
She's right over there. The dark-haired woman, leaning over the railing.
I'll go ask her first then.
Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
She is not impressed by a cop running errands for a local bigwig. Not at all.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. It is, in fact, 10 p.m. So I am going to go ahead and save for now and probably pick this up again on Sunday. But yeah, we have a lot to do today. I'm very much looking forward to it. Do we have any other news going on? We might have something going on a Thursday coming up, but no promises just yet. I'll probably post it in Discord and on Twitter when that's ironed out. But things happening. Other than that, hopefully Wednesday will be good with Boss again. Sunday we should be back to this. Yeah. So, with that, I guess we'll try to find someone to raid. We were just playing Straw Bunny's game last week, or on Sunday. So I'm going to send you their way. Looks like they are playing A Hat in Time, or yes? No, doing some art. We'll figure it out. But Frank is kind enough to put our raid messages there in chat if you wish to use them, emote or emoji, whether you are subscribed or not. And yeah, Rudy, it was very nice to meet you today, and thank you very much for coming by. I hope you appreciated the disaster cop time. But yes, this has been a very good game so far. If you're at all interested in the premise, I can give it a recommendation if you don't mind some topics. So, thank you for the question, Dilate. I'll take that before we get whisked away. Okay. So, thank you again to everybody who stopped by, everybody who cheered on this horrible, horrible cop, everyone who came in from the raid, everyone who lurked, all of our resubscribers. Really, to everyone who has chosen to gaze long into the abyss, know that the abyss gazes back, and we'll be seeing you again real, real soon. Take care of yourselves. Tell Straw Bunny I said hi.